LeBron James just did something we've never seen in NBA history. At nearly 40 years old, 4 consecutive triple-doubles, a feat he'd never achieved before, and it's shaking up the entire conversation about his legacy. Is this the final piece of evidence that solidifies him as the GOAT, or does Michael Jordan still hold that throne? And wait until you hear what Shannon Sharpe said that had Stephen A. Smith completely losing it live on air. Stick around. This might just change the way you see LeBron forever. To truly understand the weight of what LeBron just accomplished, let's rewind the clock. It's 2003, and an 18-year-old kid from Akron, Ohio, is making his NBA debut. The expectations? Unbelievable. The pressure? Insurmountable. He was labeled the chosen one, but few thought he could truly live up to it. Fast forward 2 decades, and not only has he matched those expectations, he's surpassed them. LeBron James is a name synonymous with greatness. He's the NBA's all-time leading scorer, but unlike traditional scoring legends, his game isn't built around selfishness. He's a pass-first player who redefined what it means to dominate the league, and yet as he approaches 40, many doubted if he still had anything left to prove. Therefore, when LeBron notched his first triple-double in this streak, it seemed like just another day at the office. But then he did it again, and again, and again. 4 consecutive games of pure basketball mastery. The most astonishing part? He wasn't padding stats in meaningless matchups. Each performance was pivotal for the Lakers as they fought for playoff positioning in a stacked Western Conference. Shannon Sharpe couldn't contain his excitement when discussing this on First Take. He called LeBron the GOAT and even nicknamed triple-doubles Miss Trip Dub, humorously framing them as LeBron's lifelong companion.
Who's surprised by this other than Stephen A? Because he knows this man is the GOAT. The man has been the best player. I mean, there's been very few players come in with the expectations that this man has had placed upon him and exceeded no matter what you thought or how great LeBron James was going to be. He's exceeded every expectation. A pass-first player is the greatest scorer in NBA history. And at the ripe age of 39, 314, 15, 16, 17 days, back-to-back-to-back-to-back Trip Dub. That's loyalty. That's one thing I can say about that woman, Miss Trip Dub. She's been following this man since he entered the league at 18, and here she is right now. Do you know how long it is, Stephen A., to get people to stay in a relationship for 2 decades? That's what Miss Trip Dub has done with GOAT James, the 6'8" guy from Akron, Ohio.
Stephen A. Smith, however, was less amused. He argued that while LeBron's streak was impressive, it didn't elevate him above Michael Jordan. 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs, 10 scoring titles, Stephen A. exclaimed. LeBron at his best isn't MJ at his best.
LeBron James. Do you realize that LeBron James right now is a top 5 player on the planet at age 40? I mean, we talk about the triple-double, whatever. The brother is top 5 in the world right now. So nobody's taking anything away. I'm not one of those dudes that's going to look at LeBron James and not acknowledge this brother is Mount Rushmore, one of the top 2 all time. He just ain't number 1.
And he ain't 2.
It's Michael
And he ain't 2.
Jordan. It's LeBron at, hold on, I'll let you speak. I'll let you speak. LeBron James at his best, ain't Michael Jordan at his best. Anybody knows that. You on drugs. Something wrong with you. I need you tested right now. You lost your mind.
But here's the thing. Stephen A.'s take glosses over the broader implications of LeBron's dominance. In today's NBA, players aren't supposed to perform at this level in their late 30s. LeBron is breaking every convention we've ever had about longevity in sports. His opponents aren't scrubs either. During this streak, LeBron faced all-stars and young rising stars alike. His ability to outthink, outplay, and outright dominate opponents decades younger is a testament to his unmatched basketball IQ. But it's not just the stats, it's the how. LeBron hit clutch shots, orchestrated the offense like a maestro, and made every player around him better. Yet Stephen A. couldn't let go of the comparison to Jordan. 6-0 in the finals, he kept repeating, as if that alone settled the debate.
You got to be crazy. Ain't no way, okay? 6-0, 10-time scoring champion, 9-time All-NBA defensive. Are you out your mind? Don't even get me started. LeBron is great. I love what I'm seeing from him.
All
It's
right.
spectacular. He keeps it up. The Lakers could potentially go to the finals. He keeps it up. But he's all of that in a bag of chips. He just ain't Jordan.
Shannon fired back, saying, "A past first player is the greatest scorer of all time. That alone should end the argument."
Probably the only problem I have with Stephen A is that the surprise that he had in his voice when he said the man is top 5. When has he not been? That's the thing. What's so amazing during this run, 22 seasons, he's always been there.
The two clash like titans, representing the eternal GOAT debate that divides fans even today. Therefore, we must ask, what does this streak truly mean for LeBron's legacy? Some argue it's the clearest proof yet that he's the greatest player ever. Others believe it's merely another chapter in an already legendary career. But here's where it gets interesting. Even if you don't consider him the GOAT, there's no denying that LeBron is rewriting the book on what's possible in professional sports. And let's not overlook the cultural impact. LeBron's longevity inspires not just athletes, but anyone striving for greatness in their field. His ability to defy Father Time is a message to every doubter. Greatness isn't confined by age or expectations. But there's one final twist to this story that makes it even more compelling. During this streak, LeBron hinted at something monumental. His dream of one day playing alongside his son, Bronny, in the NBA. This isn't just about personal achievement anymore. It's about legacy, family, and breaking barriers no one else has even dreamed of touching. So what does LeBron's 4-game triple-double streak truly mean? Is it the exclamation point on a GOAT career, or just another chapter in a story that still isn't finished? Shannon Sharpe believes this is all the proof we need that LeBron is basketball's ultimate king. Stephen A. Smith isn't ready to let go of MJ's throne just yet. And fans? Well, they're split right down the middle. But here's the real question. If LeBron can dominate like this at 39, what else does he have in store? Could this be the season he leads the Lakers to another championship? Or will the GOAT debate remain as heated as ever? One thing's for sure, LeBron's story isn't over, and the best might still be yet to come. LeBron James just sparked a fiery debate, and it wasn't even about basketball. After defending Deion Sanders and the Colorado football program on social media,
LeBron posted on social media, I don't hear any of those Deion Sanders, Cubs football haters being up front and loud. They're in hiding now. Coach Prime said, we're coming. Well, we're here now. Love what's going on there in Boulder.
LeBron's comments sent shockwaves across sports media. But Shannon Sharpe, he had Stephen A. Smith completely losing it on First Take.
The conference isn't any good now. You notice that, Stephen A., so that's what it is. When he was getting his eyes beat out, oh, I told y'all he couldn't coach on that level. I told y'all he was false this and false that. Now they're 8-2 with an outside chance to make the college football playoff. Everybody done gone radio silent. Now they find something else to complain about.
From accusations of bias to fiery exchanges about primetime in college football, this segment had everything. But is LeBron right about the critics? And why is Stephen A. taking it so personally? Let's break it all down. To set the stage, let's start with LeBron James's post-game social media call-out. Fresh off a dominant Lakers win, LeBron didn't talk about his own performance. Instead, he turned the spotlight to Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, writing, I don't hear any of those Deion Sanders haters being upfront and loud. They're in hiding now. Coach Prime said, we're coming. Well, we're here now. It was classic LeBron, using his platform to amplify another iconic figure. Deion Sanders, who took over Colorado's struggling football program, had critics from day one. Many doubted his ability to coach at the highest level, especially after leaving Jackson State. But with an 8-2 record and a shot at the college football playoff, the results speak for themselves. Naturally, Shannon Sharpe, a close ally of both LeBron and Coach Prime, jumped to their defense on First Take. He praised Sanders for silencing doubters and reshaping college football, saying,
I told y'all he couldn't coach on that level. I told y'all he was false this and false that. Now they're 8-2 with an outside chance to make the college football playoff. Everybody done gone radio silent.
But Stephen A. wasn't having it. He fired back, accusing LeBron of exaggerating the criticism and dragging First Take into the conversation unfairly. His rebuttal was fiery and hilarious.
It's got to the damn point that LeBron James passed gas, Shannon Sharpe's gonna call it perfume.
Stephen A. argued that First Take and its hosts had consistently supported Sanders, insisting that LeBron's claim about critics staying silent wasn't true.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't smart. Are you ready for this? Because he's
Why?
lying. Because he's lying. The one place that wasn't silent about prime time in Colorado was where? Right here on First Take.
But Shannon, quick on his feet, doubled down, clarifying that LeBron wasn't targeting First Take.
He wasn't talking about you.
No. He's talking about the Colorado program. He said everybody was silent. Nobody said anything. Yes, we did say it. And he listens to you. You his boy, Shannon. So I know he's watching you. He watching everything with you. And you were raving about prime time. I was raving about prime time. We were talking about the Colorado program. So when he says nobody's saying anything, that's not true. That's not true.
No, he's not talking about us. He's talking about all the criticism.
Yeah,
he's talking about when they went back, won 4 games.
He's talking about the newspaper, the article,
He's not talking about us.
He was calling out a broader group of naysayers in sports media. This exchange revealed 2 key dynamics. First, there's the ongoing tension between Shannon and Stephen A., which always makes for must-watch television. Shannon's unwavering support for LeBron often clashes with Stephen A.'s self-proclaimed objectivity, leading to moments of comedic and heated back and forth. Second, the debate reflects the larger conversation about Deion Sanders' impact. As Shannon pointed out, Sanders didn't just improve Colorado, he transformed it. His recruits from Jackson State, including his son Shedeur Sanders and two-way star Travis Hunter, are now leading Heisman Trophy candidates. It's a story that transcends football and highlights Sanders' ability to build a winning culture. Stephen A's files, however, pivoted the conversation to bigger questions. Should Sanders coach at Florida State, his alma mater? Could he eventually land in the NFL? And while these are legitimate discussions, Shannon wasn't letting Stephen A off the hook. His main point stood: critics who doubted Deion Sanders' coaching ability owe him respect now. LeBron's defense of Coach Prime ties into a broader theme of loyalty and using influence for good. Both LeBron and Sanders have faced unprecedented scrutiny throughout their careers, yet they continue to rise above it. Their shared story is one of resilience, reinvention, and breaking barriers. But here's the twist. Stephen A may have a point. If the loudest critics of Deion Sanders have gone quiet, does that mean they've truly changed their tune? Or are they just waiting for the next opportunity to pounce? This is where the debate gets interesting. It's not just about defending Sanders, it's about holding critics accountable for their words. So what's the real takeaway here? Is LeBron's call out another example of his leadership and loyalty? Or is Stephen A right to push back and demand accuracy in these discussions? The debate over Deion Sanders' legacy is far from over, and with every win Colorado racks up, the noise gets louder. But here's the real question. If Coach Prime's success continues, will we see him on the sidelines of an NFL team? Or could he reshape the landscape of college football for good? One thing's for sure, whether it's Shannon, Stephen A, or LeBron, this story is only just beginning.